Hello, race fans. This is Larry Supermouth Huffman, AMA Hall of Fame announcer, and this isn't Supercross. It's Wednesday! And you're watching Bay Fishing with Roman and Brian. Stand by while the boys teach secrets of bay bass fishing with Roman on his 6-second nitro-burning pedal drive kayak, and Brian in his Cool Baits high-speed dragster boat that he takes out every Sunday! Be there!
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Fishy Hour on a Wednesday. What up, Brian? How's it going? I can't hear you. I turned up the wrong one again. Dang it. I can hear you now.
All right. Hey, that slick dude.
Woo, comb my hair today, boys.
Look at you.
I took a shower, comb my hair. It's more than I do most days.
Going to Vegas? What you doing here?
Happy to be here. Excited.
Yeah.
Kind of missed you guys a little bit, but not that much.
Yeah, I missed you.
Took the kids out. It's pretty fun. Went to their swim class, got more involved. That was pretty cool. It's pretty fun. But yeah, good times. So what do we have today?
Let's get some shout outs going first in chat.
That's right. Look at that. I'm so late. I'm so out of it already. 1 week, Brian.
Not 1 week.
Shout out goes to Mr. Eric the Judge Lehman, first in the chat, and Mr. Carl Black will give you the first like. What up, Carl? Let's go. And Charlie in the house 187. And Charlie in the house 87, not 187. Spinning Rod Rebel Marvin. What's up, Marvin? Let's go. I got Peter 86. What up, Bit? If you don't know, when you hit like, you type Bit in the chat, and we know you hit the like button. So that's why people are tapping in Bit for you newcomers. What up, Ralph? Welcome back. Yahoo, Bit. Mr. T.B. Metal Art listening while he's working. Well, good job. Get in there. Do that work. Don't get distracted because that's a lot of cutting. There's a lot of sharp edges with what you do. So
Todd's not working on any projects right now for me. I got to think of something good.
You're banned still. Let's
No, took me off the banned list.
Oh, you got off the ban list? Oh, nice.
Oh.
Now you got to come up with a project that's going to get you back on the ban list. I got SoCal Steve. What up, SoCal Steve? Bit. It's Mr. Salty Dangler in the house. What up, Salty? Thanks for helping me mod today. I got 5 Gill Fishing. What up, dude? Welcome back. Glad to have you back. I know you commented in the Discord earlier this week or last week, and I was happy to see you in there. So welcome back, dude. Hope everything is well. We got Mr. Brian Likes to Fish right there. Showtime. We got Leonard. What up, Leonard? Let's go. Okay, keep it going. I'm just gonna mention you if I haven't mentioned you yet.
Hey, Board, are you new to the show?
Yeah, Bike or Board, welcome to the show. I think I've seen him in here a couple of times. Welcome to the stream. If you're new, type in first timer in all caps.
I was thinking of a project for Todd. What do you think of this? So, when you're not towing a trailer, you have the receiver in the back of your truck.
Yeah, like the tow hitch, like plate.
Todd, can you make something that would go in the receiver that has like a spotty? So while I'm not towing a boat, I could have a spotty in my receiver, like little metal spotty.
That's a good one.
Like lock it to it. Yeah, Todd, can you make that? Like,
nice.
that may be the next project.
What up, Coach?
Be the only one to order that.
What up, Coach? Welcome. Coach is just here for a few. Coach, good to see you in here, dude. Good to see you in here. Let's see.
What's Zach Martin, first timer? Right on. Thank you, Zach.
Oh, what up, Zach? Welcome to the stream. So Zach, I'll run it down for you really quick because you're new, and we're super welcoming of new people to our fishing community and to this show. We're all mostly in Southern California, San Diego area. We kayak fish, boat fish. The majority of the group is mostly kayak fishing, but anybody who fishes is welcomed. Even people that just want to think about learning to fish are welcome. So we're pretty open that way. The goal here with this community is to help beginners learn the sport so they can do it well and do it correctly, so they can make sure and not misrepresent the rest of us anglers in how they catch fish, how they treat fish, and how they go about following the rules. Okay, that's all we ask from you, is to be a kind citizen within the community and respect the laws. And pretty much at that point, we will all help you as best we can to help you get fish and help you become a better angler. That's the agreement, though. The agreement is that you're a good person in general within the fishing community, and we will open our knowledge to you and help you learn the ways of the spotty.
There you go. All right, so I'm gonna. Oh wait, I forgot one thing.
I got Michael Trent in there. Let's go, Michael. What up? Biker bro, sorta. Yeah, you're welcome. Welcome, dude. Welcome here. Welcome here. Go ahead, Brian.
I'm gonna do my pop top.
Oh yeah. Scale of 1 to 10. 10 being the best pop top you ever heard in your life. 1 being the worst. The worst. Rate this pop top. That was good. That was good. That was right in front of the mic. Very cool. All right. Go ahead and put your scores in the chat. 1 through 10. 10 being the best, 1 being the worst. And then after you put your score, whoa, Mike. Mike is even taking the day off. Whoa, Mike. And then after you do your score, type in what you're having today, because it is Fishy Hour after all. It's a variant of Happy Hour. It doesn't have to be an alcoholic drink, but it should be a drink. You should be having a good hour of just hanging out, talking about fishing, and not worry about your worries of the day. Okay. Ooh, 10.
9. Yeah, I got a 10 from Ralph. 5 go. What's up, Dan? 9. Thank you, Zach. Thank you. 9. Welcome to the show, Dario. What's up?
Look at those people like
Dario.
Everybody that got a 10, ban them. Just kidding. Just kidding. There we
Carl
go.
gives me a 9.9. Thank you, Carl.
Scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best pop top you ever heard in your life, 1 being the worst. Rate this pop top.
Ooh, I think 2 good ones, huh?
Oh, that was like that was one of my favorite ones. I don't know how it sounded to you guys, but it had the complete package. It was like the pop, the crack, the tearing open of the actual thing, and a little bit of a hiss. Oh, that was good. That was a balanced one. Cheers.
So hot, but cheers, buddy. I got a request for a dad joke. All right, let me think of one here.
Oh yeah.
So here's a dad joke for you, Zach. Since you're new, okay, ready, Roman?
Oh, I gotta love it. Whoa, Wolfgang, let's go. Wolfgang, just subscribed.
And how can you go to 11? Only 10 is the maximum. There is no 11.
It was the best one. Look at that. See, I didn't mishear it. Oh, that's probably been my best pop top so far, guys. It was balanced.
Microphone. This microphone's junk. Anyway, I got a request for a dad joke. Here you go, Roman.
Okay.
I just found out the company that's making yardsticks and rulers won't be making them any longer.
Oh, nice. Wait.
Oh.
There you go.
There you go.
That's the sound I was talking about. We need to get you that sound for Mondays.
Yeah.
I remember we had something for jokes, but I just can't remember what it was. It wasn't a laugh track. It was this sound.
You want another joke?
Yeah. Let's do this.
2 little old ladies walk into a church. One looks over at the other and says, "I just let out a silent but deadly toot." She asked the other lady, "What should I do?" And the other lady says, "First thing I'd do is change those batteries out in your hearing aid."
Because she's yelling it?
No, because she thought it was silent but deadly, but it wasn't silent.
That was really good. That was really good. Sure. What up, Oscar? HTX Polestar in the house. MMFC Texas chapter in the house. What up? What up, Arnie? Awesome. What's up, Wolfgang? Let's go. That's so
Before we
funny.
take this too far out. We're already 10 minutes in, Roman. So, all right, tonight's show, we got the first start out with announcements Wednesday night. So we got a lot of Spotty Bowl upcoming stuff. Spotty Bowl playoffs start this weekend. So if you guys are in Spotty Bowl playoffs, you're going to find out who you're matched up against this weekend. We're going to pull that randomly. And then we got the party coming up. So, we always finish Spotty Bowl, which we've all been fishing for dang near 6 months, maybe longer. I don't even know. So at the end, we always have a big MMFC/Spotty Bowl party where we're going to crown the Spotty Bowl champions of the world. There's going to be 4 of them this time. That's going to happen. Plus, if you got a first place or an award, you'll be getting your cash there.
Cha-ching,
We have wrapped stuff, so
cha-ching.
we're going to go over that. We got the pickle run coming up. We'll talk about that. And then, all right, tonight's segment, you might know from that thumbnail, we're going to talk about these little gems. I talked about these about a year ago, and it didn't seem to catch on with you guys. So I'm going to try to revisit this because I think this is, for me, I'm not giving out any hints on Spotty Bowl, but for me, this guy right here is a weapon I think you guys should add to your arsenal, swim jigs. So I'm going to talk about those and how to fish them and how to rig them. By the end of the show, hopefully you'll know everything you need to know about fishing swim jigs and PB shoutouts. And then we are out, Roman, after PB shoutouts.
Sounds awesome.
All right, so let's start out the announcements here. I've already made that one announcement. Spotty Bowl playoffs are this weekend. So July 23rd, you guys that are in the playoffs, you'll be fishing San Diego Bay. Do not go to Mission Bay. San Diego Bay. That's the bay for everybody. Unless you're in the shore division, you have the option of either bay.
Cool.
So that's this weekend. We'll do, at the end of announcements, we'll do the pairings. Okay, Spotty Bowl Awards Party. I already been saying this every week. Mark your calendar. Take the day off. Do whatever you can. It's on a Saturday. It's August 13th, 2 to 5 p.m. Crown Point, which is the gazebos. How would you describe that area? How do you get there, Roman?
It's
Where
called
is it at? North Crown Point.
North Crown Point. Yeah. Just look for Crown Point on the map, and you'll see the 4 gazebos in that Google Earth.
Yeah, I
It's
think
the same place we had Maximus last year.
Yeah, exactly. So, but the week before, I'll show a map. Roman will do a little. We'll show you exactly where it's at. But it's going to be at Crown Point, which is right on Mission Bay.
But for now, what's important is for you guys to reserve that Saturday.
Yeah, the Saturday the 13th. We're gonna have. Let's talk about the food. We're gonna provide tacos. Coach is gonna cook them.
Well, we haven't confirmed with Coach yet. Coach, if you're still on, are you open that Saturday so you can man the grill? If not, we're gonna need a grill master.
Yes, sorry, August 13th. Yes, August 13th, 2 to 5 p.m. Saturday.
August 13th. Yep. Be there. Boom, boom, boom.
Be there. All right. So we're assuming Coach is, but if not, we'll have to come up with somebody else. Coach mans that grill pretty well. So tacos. What else we discussed about the food on this, Roman?
We're gonna provide water, and you can bring your own drinks if you want sodas or orange juice or milk, whatever you want. Except we can't have alcoholic drinks.
Yeah. Any San Diego beach or bay on shore, you're not allowed to have an alcoholic drink. So if you guys bring that's on your own. Yeah. We're not gonna provide anything like that.
And don't bring alcohol. Then we're gonna have. I'm gonna bring the taco meat, cook it there, and taco tortillas and stuff and fixings, and then you guys bring drinks and stuff, and chairs to sit in, and what else do they need?
A chair. And if you want to bring if Captain Dan, hopefully, let's cross his fingers, can go. If Captain Dan can go, you want to bring like a dessert, Yeah,
or anybody can bring another a side item.
Side item. If you want to bring. The main course is obviously tacos, but if you want to bring a little side item to share, that's also. Yep.
And so we're going to start a Discord thread within our Discord server. We're going to call it, what's it called? Spotty Bowl Championships Awards, maybe? Spotty Bowl Awards 2020. Spotty Bowl Awards 2022. And
there you go.
It's going to be in our MMFC Discord, not on the Spotty Bowl Discord. Actually, should we make it in the Spotty Bowl Discord? We'll keep it MMFC Discord. And then there you can, if you want to volunteer, we'll need people to help us kind of set up. We'll need people to, do we need to hold a parking spot this year? Probably not. I'm not sure.
No, the parking lot's massive.
Parking was fine.
That was Hospitality Point that for last year was.
We'll need a couple volunteers to help set up, basically. Help us move stuff from the cars to the spot, hold a spot in the morning. That's kind of like the idea.
And we're probably not going to be able to get the gazebo this year, so if you have an easy up too, bring it just in case we need some easy ups. I think we have 3 or 4 we're already planning on bringing, but
yeah, we're gonna have an easy up convention.
Yeah,
we're gonna have a circle of easy ups, and then we'll just take over like a section of the park under a tree or something, kind of like we did for the potluck.
Yeah, anniversary potluck.
For that anniversary potluck, so it's gonna be fun. What up, Brad? Yeah, welcome back, dude.
What's up, Brad? Okay, so next up we have last year. If you went to last year's Spotty Bowl Awards, we had a big raffle. We actually sold raffle tickets at the event. You want to explain that, Roman?
Yes. So we're doing a raffle to get funds to cover the cost of like trophies and that kind of stuff and food, and then really at this year. Last year we had people just donate gear, and we reached out to a couple of vendors. So we're gonna do the same thing this year. We'll have tables set up with a bunch of gear, and then we'll have raffle tickets available. Maybe like last year we did $1 a ticket or 25 tickets for $20. So if
Yep.
you buy $20 worth, you get an extra 5 tickets. And we did pretty good with that. I think last year we made like $100. So like
I don't think they-
after all was said and done, we were able to cover all the costs of the trophies and everything. And I think I ended up with like $100.
right. And that money just goes right back into Spotty Bowl or back into the club.
Yeah, like especially this year, the software that we're using to process the signups, it costs about $300 a year, and I had planned for it to cost $100 a year. They kind of like had an introductory price for me, and then they when they renewed the subscription, they charged me like $300 for it. So yeah, so it's gonna go towards covering that kind of
Like
stuff.
that.
Yeah.
That way, Roman's not out of money. I'm not out of money, and Eric's not.
Eric's gonna be out of money anyway because he's donating a bunch of stuff, but like
Eric's
still
12 hours a day to pay for Spotty Bowl.
Yeah, exactly. Aaron has to have Eric has to run a whole automotive repair shop just to run Spotty Bowl.
The automotive shop is his part-time job.
It's Ramona Automotive, guys. Go support.
That's right. Okay, so and anybody who wants to donate something to the raffle, that'd be awesome. If you just have a rod you don't use, or baits that are shelf baits that you might think you want to donate to the raffle, we'll accept those. You can either get a hold of Roman, me, or Eric. You can also mention those in the what do we call that? The Spotty Bowl Awards thing. If you have something to donate, just let us know, and we can pick it up from you, or it can be you can just bring it to the event.
Perfect.
Put that on the table as a raffle prize.
Must
all right.
on that.
So I think that is it as far as that goes. We'll probably be touching more into that as we get closer. Believe it or not, we're only 3.5, 4 weeks away from
So crazy.
that party. It comes up quick, doesn't it?
Yep.
Okay. So up next, so you guys that made the playoffs,
Dun dun dun.
this is your moment. So I have a bowl right here. Nothing in the bowl, right? I've got everybody's name
As you
written
can
on a little
see-
card.
I'm gonna give you full screen. Give me a second, Brian. Full screen. I'm gonna go check my mail real quick. I'll be right back.
What?
Just keep going.
Okay. So everybody that made the playoffs, guess what? We are going to determine playoff brackets right now. So for amateur division, well, you know what? Let me explain this a little bit better. Sorry for the crude drawing, but amateur division. So this week, round 1, we'll have the 4, 5. I'm sorry, the 3, 4, and 5 and 6 seed are gonna. I'm gonna randomly choose who they're facing this week. Those people will move on to face the number 1 seed and number 2 seed in round 2. Winners of that will go to the final round. So tonight we will decide this first round matchups, and then round 2 we're going to also do a random pairing to who faces who on that week too. So all right, so hopefully you guys understood that. For this is for amateur. So
Dun,
our
dun,
number
dun.
5 seed, Chain Gang, going in the bowl. Number 4 seed, Marshall P, you're going in the bowl.
What's a 4 for?
Wolfgang, 3rd seed,
Oh,
you're
the
going
third
in
seed.
the bowl.
Got it.
6th seed, I'm proud of you, buddy. Martin Malone. So this
Let's
is
go.
amateur division. So your matchups are Wolfgang, you're the first one I pulled.
Nice.
So Wolfgang, I am going to write your name down and
what?
hold on a second. So Wolfgang, you are in section A.
Dun dun dun.
I am
Alright.
now going to pull, not against Wolfgang right now, but I'm going to pull B. This is how Eric told me to do it.
I like
So-
it. I like it.
Go to pull B. So here we go. Marshall P.
Marshall P.
So Marshall P. I got to do this faster.
It's okay.
Marshall P. Bam. All right. Now we're going to find out who is facing Wolfgang in the first round of amateur playoffs. Wolfgang versus
I can see it.
Martin Malone.
Bum bum
Martin
bum.
Wolfgang, round 1.
Martin Malone versus Wolfgang, round 1.
And that's easy because the only one left
Fight.
is Chain Gang. So you will be facing Marshall P.
Is he gonna draw him out of the bowl?
It's only one card.
Go. Let's go.
And bam, Chain Gang.
Chain Gang, you're in.
Okay, so here's the matchups, just so you know. We got Wolfgang.
Hold it in the middle of the screen. Right.
What's that?
Hold it right in front of your face. There, I guess, right there. Yeah.
We got Wolfgang versus Martin and
Marshall
P versus Chain Gang.
Ooh, nice. Okay. And then whoever wins from them two is gonna face the other people on the bracket. Got it.
Yep. And they're gonna face the number one and 2 seed, get a first round bye. That's the advantage of getting 1 or 2 seed. All right. Next up, we got Pro Division.
Pro.
This is a big division too.
Pro.
These guys should.
How many brackets are on that one?
It's exact same. 6 people every playoff.
Okay.
Except for SOAR was only 4.
Okay, that's wrong.
That wasn't a huge division. Okay, so let me show the names here. Make sure I got them right. Luke, Alex, Liam, and Charles. Perfect. All right. So your number 3 seed, Charles, Project Man. Number 4 seed, Liam. Oh, a mess, Roman. Number 5 seed, Alex N. And your number 6 is Luke Jr. I think that's Junior.
Yep.
Luke Jr. All right. Here we go. Project Man. First name out of the bowl.
Charles? Was it Charles?
Charles.
Nice job, Charles. Let's go.
Speed. Okay, he will be. Oh, not yet.
Not yet.
His next name out of the bowl.
Liam, let's go.
Got your shirt on, buddy.
Nice. Liam is on the bracket.
Liam. Okay, now next pool will be who faces Charles. All right, Charles. Here we go.
Alex and
2021 Species Champion.
He's facing Charles first round.
You got it. Alex N. And that only leaves one, and that is Luke.
Luke Jr. faces Liam. Round 1. Fight.
There it is.
Nice, dude.
Bam. All right. Next up, we've got the Masters division.
Dun dun dun.
We've got number 3 seed, the man, the myth, Adobo.
Ooh.
Slayer himself, the hand model, the good-looking guy. That is Dario.
The cute one.
Yeah, the cute one. We got Mr. YouTube himself, Jig Pow.
Let's go, Dino.
And then we also have this guy, my partner, Salty Dangler. Let's go, Salty.
Salty. All right, here we go. So,
I hope I don't face Salty.
okay, mix it up. Let's go. Hold it up in the camera. Mix it up. Close your eyes. Turn to the left.
It doesn't matter because
All right, grab one. That one. Go.
oh, Adobo first up.
First round, first bracket, first pick. Adobo. Let's go. Get my ball, Bruce. Let's go. You got this. Is Bruce a Yakuza?
How would I know?
I think he's
don't
part
know.
of the Yakuza too. But anyway, let's go, Bruce. Okay, sorry.
Do it,
Go.
Fritz. You shop at Turner Cigars.
No looking. All right. I read it before you picked it. Salty Dangler. Is he facing Bruce, or is he in the next bracket?
Salty Dangler's in the next bracket.
Okay.
Now,
So he's not facing Bruce.
this is gonna who faces Bruce.
Okay. All right. Let's do this.
Go.
Oh my gosh.
Pull it.
Jig Pow. Dino is gonna face Bruce.
Obo.
That's gonna be a good battle right there, dude.
That's a good.
It's gonna be a good battle. Holy smokes.
And that only leaves. I don't know if you do drum roll for this, but that leaves
The cute one. Dario,
That's gonna. Hopefully, that won't put a rift in the group.
the good-looking one. He's gonna go against who?
Backs on the block are gonna be facing each other.
Against Salty? Oh, dang.
So here is your playoffs as of right now, which is Adobo Dino, round 1, Dario Salty. Bam.
Oh, I can feel the tension. I can see you guys looking at each other across the arena.
Yeah. Is there any?
Wait for it, guys. Don't wait for the day, okay?
Let's go, Salty. Dario says that's right. New backs on the block. Don't let it break.
Let's
Don't
go.
pull Yokozuna and let this thing break up.
Wait, Salty's the which one? Salty's the serious one?
The mystery man.
The mystery one. That's right. Salty's the mystery guy.
We got to get him like one of those long trench coats and like a black hat.
Yeah.
Rim goes down over his eyes.
He's a mysterious one. The new Max on the block. Let's go.
Why am I sweating?
Because it's just so awesome.
Ugh.
What up, Jeff? One cool tuna in the house!
That.
Exclamation point OCT. Let's go.
So next week, Eric wants me to do the same thing. So I'll be pulling. We already know 1 and 2 will not face each other no matter what, unless it's in the playoffs. So we'll be pulling out 2 names of these winners. Who's going to face 1 and who's going to face 2, and that's how Eric wants it ran this year. He's the boss. I'm just the puppet. So
he's a puppet master.
Guys, I don't want to say good luck. I almost said it. Guys, may the bite be with you this weekend.
May the bite be with you, fellas.
Fish your game. Go in there and do what you've been doing all year. You know what? I'll save my motivational speech for later. Okay. But congratulations, guys. 86 people to make the playoffs. All you guys who did this, congratulations. Remember to have fun with it.
That's super fun. Oh,
okay.
Man, that's exciting.
All right, you guys ready to get into jig fishing, Roman? Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Before I lose my voice.
Yeah, ready. I'll go main screen. What up, everybody? What up, everybody? Don't listen to Eric. He's not gonna kill anybody.
All right, Roman, I'm gonna go to my screen share.
I know. I'm already off your screen. I already took you off there. Maybe because
I did it. Does everything look good? Hold on a second.
Skip 1 frame. Actually, that's fine. That's fine. All right, here we go. I'm gonna go back to our split screen, and you can introduce the segment, and we'll go into it.
Hit the music. Wait, let me see if I can.
What music?
Welcome, guys, to Swim Jigs.
All right, I have to use that occasionally. I pay all this money for all this technology not to use it.
All right, ready?
Guys, so almost.
Yeah. No. How are you going? Stop flipping the screen.
Okay. So, guys, I showed you a little earlier, swim jigs. I think this is a good bait for the bay. I've been fishing for a while. You know, I mentioned this a couple years ago to you guys, maybe a year and a half ago. When I say a year and a half ago about these swim jigs. And one of the things that, like, 2 years ago when I was fishing the U.S. Open, and that was a tournament for $100,000 and a free boat, the guy that won it came up, and his story, he told how he caught, his winning bag, and this was for $100,000. So this was like, I'm listening to every word this guy says. I'm wondering, what did he do to win this? And he said his secret weapon was the football head swim jig, or football head jig.
Nice.
And once I heard that, I was like, I got to get good at that. If a professional event can be won with this, then it's a bait that I want to get good at, and I want to try, because it obviously caught fish for him, and I think if you get good at it, it'll definitely catch fish for you. I've used it in a bay. It's probably not my primary weapon. Everybody knows my primary weapon is a rig, but when times slow down and you need to do some finesse, and you can't find the fish, and your arsenal's not working, your whatever jigs you're using, it's always nice to try something else just to see if it does work, because you can fish this thing really slow. So this is the swim jig, and I'm going to show you exactly what's the differences between them and how to fish it. So there are a bunch of different types of jigs, actually, Roman. There's a swim jig. You probably remember this from a year and a half ago, a flipping jig, a football jig, and skipping jigs. There's actually more than that too, but those are just some of the more common ones. I'm going to go over the differences between each of these jigs.
Shout out to Roy too. Hey, we saw you sneak in there, Roy. What up? Welcome.
What's up, Roy? Before I get into this, do you guys already fish? Do you fish the swim jig, Roman?
Not so much lately. No.
Do you own one? It's so old that the skirt is like melted together. It's just
pretty much like the rubber band holding the skirts fell off. So it's just jig heads, no skirt.
Gotcha.
I have those the little football shaped ones. It's kind of like where it's sideways.
Mm-hmm.
They're like nasty, like thick hooks too. Like,
yeah, that would probably, yeah. So hopefully by the end of this, you'll have some confidence in what I'm telling you, because you can fish this, the one you're talking about, just like a Ned rig. So it would be the same type of technique, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. So, I know you're really good at the Ned rig, and maybe if that's not working.
It always works, bro.
I knew you were going to say that. You could give this thing a shot. Okay, so there's a swim jig. The swim jig is actually, if you look at the jig, this is the one, Roman, with a thin wire. The one you have has that really thick hook.
Yeah.
And I'll explain why it has that. But they have one called a swim jig, which actually the head of the jig actually has an eyeball. And it's shaped like a fish's head, I guess. And if you look at the hook, it's way up here up front. Some of them have weed guards, some of them don't. They all have skirts on them. The skirts can be long, they can be short. These skirts are made out of different materials. Some are a little more buoyant, so when they hit the bottom, they open up fast or slow. So there's a bunch of variations of this thing. Here's one also that is a swim jig. You can see it's a full fish head with an eye. See this is kind of out front too. And this is what you're going to get when you go to the store and buy one. And then you're going to pair it like this one right here with your favorite swim bait, only on the swim jig one.
Ooh, Roy said
pair it with like a Kitech like that.
Roy said he has skirts on some of his Ned rigs. What? That's fire right there. I'll try that out.
Dude, yeah, okay. You can get the cool thing about these is they're really customizable. The guys that are really into these, that really fish them a lot, you can buy the skirt separately, you can buy the head separately, so you can match them up for how the length of the skirt, the buoyancy of it. These are baits that you can really put some time into. So you're going to hook it up just like you would a regular jig head, and that is a swim bait to it. There's another photo of it with looks like a Kitech type. All right, this is what it's going to look like when you're fishing it in Mission Bay. So the way that you're going to fish this thing is very similar to almost everything we fish that we cast and retrieve, like an underspin, or if we're fishing a Berkeley gulp on a ball jig head, you're going to fish that the same type of way. You're going to cast this thing in as far as you can and let it hit the bottom. You're going to know it hits the bottom by watching that braid. So you cast as far as you can, and once that line goes like limp, you know it's on the bottom. And the cool thing about these is they're similar to like vertical fishing too. They'll get hit on the fall a lot. When they hit that bottom, that skirt opens up, it flares up. And I think that's what draws in a spotty's attention, is that, okay, that thing fell out of the sky, I'm looking at it, it hits, and then that skirt goes from the position of tight like it is in the picture to opened and kind of swaying a little bit. And those things have a little bit of glitter in them, a little bit of flash, so maybe that draws them in a little bit. So and once that thing hits the bottom, you're going to give it a pump or two to bounce it off the bottom. You're going to bounce it a foot, and then you're going to start to retrieve it. And at that point, that's most of the time, 80%, 90% of the time, you're going to get your bite on that first 5 feet, because they've seen it, they've looked at it, and then they've decided if they're going to do something about it. But you're going to fish that thing all the way in through the strike zone, just like you would anything else. Just keep it right above the eelgrass or right on the bottom. Don't forget to go slow and pause it. And you can fish it just like any other swim bait.
Very nice.
Then there's the flipping jig.
I think this is what I have.
This is probably what you have.
Yeah.
These are more built for vertical fishing.
Mm-hmm.
So if pulling up the pylon or the bridge or a buoy or something that you want to drop it straight down on. These are really designed for not for what we do. Unfortunately, we steal a lot of stuff from the largemouth community just because it's that's what it's made for. And what this thing is made for is actually when you're fishing largemouth and you're flipping into cover like tules or lily pads or some kind of really dense stuff that you want to just toss it down a hole and hope there's a bass down there. That's what these are designed for, the flipping jigs. So think about it. You're fishing for a largemouth bass and you're going down the tule line and you're flipping this thing into each hole, letting it hit the bottom, and you're cranking it up really quick, right? So that's why it has this gigantic heavy duty hook on there, because when you're ripping it out of those tules, because that's what's going to happen, it's going to fall down that hole. Then we retrieve it, it's going to be in a mess of toolies or a mess of something, and that's what that heavy hook is for, so that you're capable of doing that. Most guys that fish these through that type just tie their 65-pound braid straight to it, because it's a big reaction bait,
Yeah.
and it's going to get bit on the fall. And some of these have a little knocker in them. You can see this right here.
Oh, yeah.
That actually has a little ball in it, and when you shake it almost like a crankbait, has a little knocker sound to it. And these ones usually come with a very heavy weed guard too, so that you can get it through that thick, dense lilies or anything in the freshwater. But for us, we're going to pull up the pylon, we're going to pull up the bridge, and we're going to fish it vertically, just like we do all of our vertical baits. So we're fishing tube baits or we're fishing slow pitch jigs or whatever. Believe it or not, fish this thing exact same way. Pull up, flip it out there, and let it drop straight down. Bounce it a few times off the bottom, and if it doesn't get hit, move on to the next pylon, and you're going to fish this thing vertically. And what makes these things cool is you are going to be hooking up. You're not going to be hooking up a swim bait, but you're going to be hooking up a creature bait, which there's a million of them. This is the one I like to use, which is it mimics a crustacean. And we found out that spotties, that's one of their primary diets is crustaceans. We always think they're just eating fish, but no, they're eating razor clams, they're eating crustaceans. They're more of like a scavenger. It's easier for them to get that type of food than it is to actually go out and chase fish. So this thing mimics a crustacean really well.
I'm trying to remember the name of that crustacean. I can't remember off the top of my head. Crawdad? Oh, no. I think his connection... He disconnected. Give me a second, guys. Let me see where he's at. Hello? Yep. Connection is poor. Can you guys hear me? Type 2 in the chat if you can hear me. What up, Jesse? What up, Eric? That's weird. Hello? Hello? All right, cool. You can hear me. Give me a second, guys. I'll be right back. We'll continue this. Let me go try to get a hold of Brian. All right, I'm back. I'm going to see if we can get a hold of Brian again. Give me a second. Brian. Okay, it's ringing. Yeah, we're here. Sorry about that. What up, Ralph? Let's go. But I hope Brian's not over there talking to himself for the past minute. Oh, is it timing out? Oh, no. Oh, come on. Trying to call Brian, boys. Oh my god. It's going so smooth. Maybe Brian fell over, overheated. Interesting. All right, well. Let's see if it picks up. I'm going to call him back. That's so good. The presentation was going so good. There he is. Interesting. Brian, pick up the phone. Hello?
Yo, I thought you gave me a boot.
No, it just cut out. It was weird. Okay, we're back, guys.
Ooh, hold on. Let me go back to my screen share. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened.
That was weird, right?
Super weird. That's never happened. I don't think.
Happened once before, I think.
Figure out my. Okay, we're back live.
Go back one more page.
Hang on, now I lost my track.
Another page.
Okay. Okay.
Another
right there.
page. Oh my god, we missed a whole minute. Keep going. No. Forward.
I know where we're at.
Right there.
I'm pretty sure.
No, back.
I'm gonna start right here.
Back one. Sorry, back two.
There.
What? Forward one. Right there. Right there.
So I think I left off, guys. Sorry about that. I think am I screen sharing?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect.
We're back, boys. We're back.
I think I left off there. How is the feed, by the way?
It's fine.
I think I left off talking about this bait right here, which if you see the eye, it's kind of placed in a higher position than it is in the swimming position. That way, when it falls down vertically, it is actually sitting up, and these little, whatever creature bait you put on there is going to be flapping around up there. So it's going to be sitting straight up and down like a Ned rig on the bottom of that pylon. So you're gonna fish it like anything you're fishing vertically. Drop it in and pop it twice, and if they don't get it, pull it all the way in, go to the next pylon or go to the next structure, or drop it down again vertically, because they're going to get that thing on the fall. Okay, next up, this is a weird one. I've never fished this one. I just want to mention it. It is the skipping jig. I remember we talked about this a long time ago. The skipping jig is, you could see, okay, so when you go to a lake, Roman, and you're going to skip a rock across the lake,
yeah.
what do you grab?
A flat, smooth,
yeah,
cold stone.
As flat as you can find, because when you throw that thing sideways, sidearmed or whatever, it skips across it, and that is what this is mimicking. So when you go and you're looking at jigs and you see this form right here, this is not a swim jig, this is not a flipping jig, this is a skipping jig. They're super rare, so you probably won't come across them unless you actually order one online. But it's got that flat head, and supposedly with that flat head, you're able to do what this guy is doing right here, which is cast that baby and maybe get under a dock that, some people can't get underneath there. You get into those mystery docks, and people can't get under there. And if you get really good at skipping jigs, you can throw that baby sideways, skip that thing back in there 10 feet, and maybe you'll get lucky. Maybe there'll be a big fish in there. So it's a skipping jig, and that's what it's made for. Here's a picture. You know how hard it was to find that picture? Picture of
nice.
Skipping jig getting thrown far underneath the dock. Those are pretty rare.
Those will do well in Newport.
Yeah, anywhere there's a lot of docks, but it just seems like it would be so much work to get good at that. You know what I mean? Like, to me, I think a swim jig or the next one up, the football jig. This is the one I'm going to recommend for you, Roman.
I have one of those. That's the one I was talking about.
So if you have a football jig, I don't know if you want to get into maybe order a new skirt for it if it's all thrashed or whatever. You can just order the skirt only. You can even order like 5 skirts, different colors and rubber bands, so you can change them all out. Or you can just go buy another one, which if you don't buy one, I'm going to give you one of these because I want you to give it at least a shot.
All right.
Football jig, reason it's called that is pretty obvious.
Yeah, that's the one.
It looks like what's that kid on the on Cartoon Network? His head. Hey Arnold. It's the Hey Arnold jig.
He's gonna call it the Hey Arnold head.
Yeah, the Hey Arnold head. It's a football head. So it's shaped like a football, and the reason it does that, and this is also one that you're going to rig up with a creature bait. You're not going to wing this up with a swim bait because you're going to fish this thing like a Ned rig. These are creature baits. There's tons of different kinds. This guy right here is Bunny.
Which is your favorite out of those?
If I had to pick one, probably going to go with this one right over here.
Nice. I like the one with it looks kind of like a beaver.
This one?
That one, yeah.
I do like those. I have those. Yeah. But I just like how this one's going to set on that hook.
Yeah.
And I like how this one's kind of seems like it's going to be real kind of floppy. So here it is rigged up. Here's some more rigged up just so you see what you're getting into here. Same thing. They have a thicker hook than this swim jig. This is a football jigs. They have a thicker hook, brush guard normally, not always, and creature baits. This is what it looks like, Roman. So when you throw that thing in the water and you throw as far as you can, you let it sink down to the bottom, you let that line go slack, this is how it sits on the bottom. So if you're a fish, to me, that looks like a crustacean, right? I mean, it looks like the dinner bell. And the skirts flapping around, and the way you're going to fish that thing is the same thing you do with the Ned rig. You're just going to give it a couple little pops. You're going to drift, let that thing just do its action on the bottom, give it a couple pops, every once in a while, recast it around. So it's a finesse jig that you can fish slowly. There's other ways you can fish this too. You can fish it in and fish it like a drop shot, where you pull the rod back, let it drag on the bottom, wind in the slack, and then bounce it over the grass, bounce it over logs, bounce it whatever. That's what these things are meant to do, is to hug the bottom and mimic a crustacean.
Very nice.
Here's one on a rock. You can see they have different skirts. Like this one has a really buoyant skirt.
That's a nice skirt right there.
They've cut it kind of short, but you can see how a fish might be. I mean, it's probably not something that looks like they normally see, but you can see how it's kind of interesting. And, I think the bay has been bombarded with the same baits a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think this might be, I'm hoping, is a sleeper bait that, I'm revealing now. But I don't, how many times?
Highly doubtful.
I know now. I've ruined it for myself. But how many times have you seen somebody fishing the football jig or swim jig, or even tell you, hey, what'd you get that spotty on? And they say swim jig. So this may be something that they haven't seen,
Yeah, that's true. I like the skirt on that one, because that one's got like there's two types of skirts. There's like the one that I know of. There's the skirts where like the little strands are flat, and there's a skirt where the strands are like kind of cylindrical, like a rubber band or something, right? So like those are the ones. I think this is the cylindrical ones where it's kind of like it's more fluffy, I guess you could say. It looks more fluffy in the water. Like it actually stands up on its own instead of just like.
Oh yeah, there's
sticking to the bait.
An endless rabbit hole you can go down. The guys that are into this, you can go on Tackle Warehouse. You go to local tackle shops if they have it all, and you could pick out everything you want about that skirt. There's so many options about it too. You could customize them, which is nice, and you can have them have some flash. There's all kinds of stuff you can do with these. We guard, no we guard. The setup I'm going to recommend on this is a 7.3 to 7.6. I like the bait caster. If you're fishing that football rig really slow like a Ned rig, you might go to 2500 size reel. But for me, it's the bait caster. And also, I like vertically fishing the flipping jig with a bait caster. And here's proof that they can be caught. Bam! Pay attention to that color, guys. Green pumpkin's always a hot one, right?
Very nice.
And here you go. Here is a 17-inch spotty caught on a swim jig.
Chunky one.
I hope I'm not blowing up people's secrets, but guys, I think this is
blow away.
Bait. What'd I say?
Nothing.
Okay. All right, and I'm gonna exit this, Roman, and then I'm gonna show you a few of these things myself. So
okay, ready to go. All right, cool. All right, guys, if you're enjoying the show so far, do me a favor, hit that like button. Let's go. 32 people watching, 26 likes. What is going on? Just kidding. All right, let's go. How many of you guys in the chat? How many of you guys fish these football jigs for bay bass? Let me know. How many of you guys fish them now, and how many of you guys are gonna try them? That's what I want to know in the chat. Let's go back to Brian. Split screen. Let's go.
We just split it. All right.
What's up, Muto? Let's go. Welcome. How's the baby?
What's up, Muto?
Very cool.
Okay, so here's some of my jigs. Am I full screen yet?
No, we're sorry. There we go. Full screen. Go.
So some of my jigs are I've got right here a Dobbins. It's just I like, you guys are gonna notice that I love green pumpkin. So green pumpkin Dobbins. I've got a Damiki. I mean, there's tons of these things that are out there. If you're gonna go with a single weight on a jig, I like the 1/4 ounce. That's good for about up to 15 feet or less. If you're gonna go deeper than that, 3/8 or a 1/2 ounce. That's what I recommend. And then once you pick that out, you've got to go. You got to go to the shelf and you've got to pick out what you're gonna attach to it. Some of my favorite creature baits are Zoom. I love Zoom creature baits.
Nice.
They have good action. You get a bundle of them in the bag because these spotties will rip these things apart. So Zoom is a good one. And guess what? Power baits. We love power baits, right?
Yep.
With the scent, they make a creature bait that works really well with them. What else we got here? Kamiki, Yum. I mean, there's a ton of creature baits out there. There's an endless wall when you go to the tackle shop on that. And one that I've came across that's came pretty pre-scented, all pre-scented, which I like. I think it looks kind of weird. And I'm gonna open it up. It's this guy right here. Have you ever heard of G-Catch?
No. I've seen that bait before though. I just didn't know what that was called. That's a cool looking one.
That's a brand. This is called a Bellow Gill.
That would do well like with the skipping jig, 'cause it's nice and flat.
Yeah, I think that would do good. But the cool thing about these things, I open it up, it kind of smells like almost like, I don't know, peanut buttery.
Oh, interesting.
If you're gonna add scent to something, look at this thing.
All the ridges, yeah.
You can put it up with scent. It's buoyant, so it's gonna float like this. And this, to me,
Oh, that's good.
what does that look like that the spotties eat?
Clam. I'd put it on a Ned rig, dude.
Dude, this is I'm here telling you guys, money right there. That looks just like a razor clam, and you put that on a jig head or you put that on the Ned rig. It's pre-scented. You could add a ton of scent to this, and look how floppy it is. I mean, it's money, guys. So there you go. That's my hints I'm gonna give you guys for Spotty Bowl playoffs. So is there any questions about swim jigs before we go to PB shoutouts?
Nice, very cool.
Put a skirt on an OCT 10. Yeah.
Nice.
Right here. Let's put a skirt on this baby.
Put a giant make like a 12-ounce football head.
Sure. You could add a skirt to most any jig heads. You could add a skirt. The jig heads that are made for skirts, the bait holder's a little different. So, but you could add skirts. Wolfgang says, I have those bellows. I bet you do, because you're Slayer, man. I've seen your pictures. I know what's up. Bet you've got those. Did they work for you? Good tip. Thanks, Ilya.
Chartreuse and
Fished a
pumpkin.
variety of jigs in freshwater, spinning rod mellow. Yeah, how'd you do with them? I think we take everything from the largemouth industry pretty much, and those are popular there, especially that flipping jig in heavy cover, because you can just rip that baby out. Chartreuse and pumpkin. Yep, those are good.
Carl's like, well, now I need to buy more swim jigs.
Hey, Carl, if you have one, go out there and try it. Just see what it is. You know, when you're on your drift, if you're fishing that football jig, remember when that thing's going through water, it's doing this motion. It's like it drags one foot and then the other, drags it like that. You know, so and the reason it's shaped like that, I didn't even go over that. When it's on the bottom, the Ned rig, when you pull it, it just basically pulls it, right? That football jig head's going to sit like a Ned rig, but because that head is shaped oblong or oval, whatever you want to call that, it twists and turns as you're pulling it. So those two crustacean claws are going to be doing this. And remember, it's gentle movements. Like when you're doing the drop shot, you're not going to be doing this. It's literally, see my hands? It's this. You can do that. That's when the fish bites it. But it's literally, I don't know how else to show you, but it's this.
You know what? I'm gonna go fish tomorrow, and I'm gonna set the hook so violently. It's gonna be awesome. Tomorrow's violent hook sets.
Last fun fish, I told you
I'm gonna break the rod.
I bruised my ribs.
Really? I remember that.
I said a picture was bruised from A-rig sets, just swinging for the fences, man. And I gotta buy one of those rod tennis ball in things. I think I'm gonna permanently injure this. I'm gonna be on the shelf, dude. I'm gonna cripple myself from fishing just from setting hook sets.
That's so funny.
I need to invest in some. Yeah, Zach, just buy one.
Yeah, just try it. One.
Ned rigger guys, get the football jig, fish it the same way, slow, drift, slow. You hit grass, pull it up, get the grass out, recast it again.
Wait, it gets grass on it?
The guys that are really good at vertical fishing, get that flipping jig. You might want to get a little bit heavier on that, half ounce, I would say. Get that flipping jig and go to that pylon and just start working it like you would, exactly like you would when you're fishing anything else you're fishing vertically. Trying to get to any other questions about this.
I can't see you.
Hey,
Uh-huh.
Are we doing guest appearances? Hold on,
It's
let me
his
wait.
dance. It's so funny.
Look how big Sandy's getting. She's almost illegal.
Meow.
Is that illegal? Are you alive?
It's like, attention, yes.
So hot.
Oh yeah, it's like dying of heat stroke.
Poor cat. She didn't know she's gonna live in Ramona.
Uh-huh.
She's doing good. I like the fish those from shore. Yeah, I can see that because you can get, if you get a little bit heavier, you can get a huge bomber cast out of those things. And if there's not a ton of current, you can really work the shoreline slow. Like it's same as a drop shot. It gives you a long time in the water versus if you're casting it out, it's your power fishing, retrieving. It seems like you're casting. So you can get a long presentation, I'm going to say, from shore with that. All right, Roman, I think that's enough on the jig head. Hopefully that sparks some more interest. I did this like a year ago. Asked Brian if I named my cat. Yes, its name. I named it Sandy. My family doesn't like the name, so they call it Baby Kitty. So it's got two names.
Baby, I want to call it Baby Kitty. I can call it Baby Kitty if I want to.
What happens when
I want to call him Baby Jesus. Like what's it called? Talladega Nights. He's like, why are you? Anyway. All right, let's go. Let's do this. All right, here we go, guys.
Let's get on the PB shout out.
You have it set up?
Go ahead. Screen share again, Roman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, interesting. All right, guys. If you want to be part of PB Shoutouts, guys, we do this every Wednesday. Get your photos, your fishing stories. They don't have to be from the latest week. They could be from just if you're new to the community, you want to share some fishing stories. If you're out of California, you want to share some largemouth fishing stories. We're interested in watching those too. So send those pictures in. It doesn't have to be your biggest fish. I was like, it could be your biggest fish, but it doesn't have to be a big fish. All we care about is that you're enjoying fishing and enjoying the time in the outdoors, and you're sharing that stoke with us that maybe don't have the opportunity to go out every day or fish the waters that you have access to. Okay, so send those in. Go to our Discord, !Discord in the chat. We'll give you a link. That's an invitation to join our Discord. In that Discord, you'll find @BrianLikesToFish. You can also find him on Instagram @BrianLikesToFish. Message him, send him the photos along with a little excerpt of what the photo is, where was that, the bait to use, all that good stuff. Okay. So any questions, pop in the chat at any point. We're going to do this called PB Shoutouts. You ready? Here we go.
2 seconds. Hold on.
Brian doesn't think he's on screen. I'm still split screen. Here we go.
Are you?
Yeah. Trying to give me the signals. All right, here we go. Here we go.
Hold on, there you go. Go, boom. Is it share screen?
We've seen you out on the water. They say you fishing harder. I guess we'll find out this week on our PB Shout-Out!
What up, Cal? Let's go.
There's Cal. Roman already gave you the speech on what to do for PB shoutouts. Next, first up. Look at that thing.
Oh, that's nice, dude. Holy.
Smokes, Wyatt.
Dang. Look at that face.
Okay. All right. If you don't know who that is Joey Basson. He is part of the Bay Bandits.
That ain't no bass.
Bait Bar Bandits. That ain't no bass. You're right. He caught this baby on a major craft, jig par, vertically, 100-gram purple zebra, caught in San Quintin. That's in Baja, right? Yeah, San Quintin.
Yep.
On a Tranx 400 HG with 60-pound braid, 50-pound fluorocarbon leader, pin, fathom, slow pitching, rod rated for 250 grams. He said, "It felt like I was snagged on the bottom when it hit. It was the hardest fighting deep water fish he's ever caught." And that is his PB lean cod right there,
Very
Roman.
cool, dude. That's
And
awesome.
I can wait on it. But dang. What are you guessing on that thing?
I don't know. I'm not very good at guessing weights for lingcod. That's nice, though. It's a big lingcod.
That is a big lean cod. And he did say he ate it, and he said it was delicious.
Yeah, it's
Looks like
really
it's got a
tasty.
huge head.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because it's pushing the gut in so much.
No, it's just like they have huge heads. And the tail's like not even half the tail's in the shot, looks like. That's so cool.
I know Cool Baits makes that big, gigantic 14-ounce underspin. And a lot of the guys in Alaska buy that because they're fishing for those things and big halibuts. And I've seen a picture of a lean cod with like its mouth was so big you could put like a basketball in it. It was so there's some of those that get so ridiculously big.
What up, Cal?
Okay, next up we got Ignacio.
Let's go.
That's ironfish
Oh,
right there.
that's Dorado, right? Oh shoot.
That's the yellowtail. Looks like to me. Yeah, that's a yellowtail.
No, it's a Dorado on the other side.
Oh yeah, you're right. So he's double fisting cow style right there.
Mahi Mahi and yellowtail. Nice.
He left on the Tomahawk, 1.5 day trip past Friday, and returned on Sunday morning at 7 a.m. He caught 3 yellows and 1 doo-doo Dorado.
Dodo.
Dodo Dorado. You say dodo? I say.
Say what? Say what?
Hey, I'm a bass fisherman, all right? I'm doing my...
That's awesome. Yeah. Hey, that's copyrighted.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, jeez.
Uh,
All right, guys. Hope you guys enjoy this episode because it's not going to be able. I was kidding. Go ahead.
Popped at one
Wait,
boat.
see? He's saying I'm Eliseo. Eliseo.
I told you, Eric. And you.
Oh, no. Hey.
I showed you the picture.
I missed the host,
Take
bro.
blame for this. Take blame for this, please.
There we go.
Iron. I said it was Eliseo.
Yeah, he was right. He said that. I wasn't sure.
Thank you. And it's the hey.
It's the only. Sorry, it's the only time he's ever right on somebody's name, so I had to doubt it.
Yeah, finally, I'm right. I'm not blowing it. Kevin. Judge, you better come out. You better come out and exactly say what this is. Okay.
So
all right. I'm gonna move on to it. I'm gonna move on here. Eliseo. Where am I? He popped one at the boat and lost one due to people getting tangled and not following their lines. Dang it.
People?
So he lost probably his best fish too. And he put in big caps, people follow your lines.
What does that mean?
You tell me. I'm not. I mean, to me, that means if somebody's coming down the boat with a fish on, you should definitely watch what you're doing and respect that person that has a fish on there.
Yeah.
And move out of the way or make sure that your rod and your line is not going to interfere with the person that's currently catching a fish.
Right. So either you can tell by how far out your line is. If you just put the line in the water, the person with the fish is probably going to go over you. If your line's way out there, and your line is and their line's obviously closer to the boat than yours, then they're going to go under you. And you just got to pay attention. You got to respect the guys. You got to give the guys that are on fish, currently hooked up, the right of way, right? I mean, we're all trying to catch fish, especially on a boat like that gets crowded, but just be polite. You know, you're not even on a fish yet. Let the guy on the fish try to land it best as possible. No,
it seems like
that is a great saying, Roy. And I think Cal told me that on this Islander trip. No angle, no tangle. That's a great way to remember it too. So no angle, no tangle is basically the same thing as following your line. So
it seems like to me, like when you get hooked up, like the excitement's going and people just can't help themselves. They're just like they've got in the zone that they've got to get one at that moment because the bite's hot. So
yeah, but
it's I haven't fished on a boat like that for a while, but I remember back then that it was.
Yeah, but if you're fly landing or if you're dropping down, your bait is out there. You can just give it a little bit of reel. It's not gonna hurt your cast or hurt your
under, right? Go over, go under, go over.
Yeah, it's not gonna hurt your bait. It's not gonna hurt your fishing chances if you raise up your rod to let the guy walk under you, or if you duck down a little bit to let the guy walk over you. It's not anyway.
Okay. Too much sparkling soda for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so do that. Do what he said. So he did say, people follow your lines in caps. Great trip and a great crew. That's awesome. The gear was, you know what? I got to go through some pictures here. I'm choking. Man, I am out of it today. So there's him double fisting his other fish. There's his Dorado.
Dorado, yes.
Dolphin.
A dodo.
Dodo. Do. And this is the boat he's on. Look at that nice casting deck here. That nice deck in the back.
That's not what it looks like when people are fishing, though.
And beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sunset he sent us. And he says the gear he was fishing was a CalStar 800M with 20 and 40 pound paired with a pin fathom, pro 450-pound braid, 30-pound mono. I don't even know what some of this stuff is. Caught 3 on live bait and 1 on a Tatty 45 scrambled egg surface iron. Yes, I know that iron. That iron's awesome. It's been around forever. Okay, next up. Oh, and there's this hole. That's what he
cool.
package it up.
That's good.
That looks like some good eats. That's, geez, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's like a 7 or 8 meals right there, at least.
Well, Captain Dan's driving along the Columbia River right now. Glassy, grease, flat. Nice PB shot tonight. Oh, very cool. Captain Dan, I checked the mailbox. I checked the front of my door. I haven't received it yet. Maybe it's in my mailbox. I have to go across the street and get it. So just like, that's a quick update. Captain Dan sent me a package the other day. Ooh, that's a nice fish. I mean, that's a nice catch on that bait.
This is Danny619HKRZ in chat. He was at the La Jolla kelp beds this weekend, and Monday morning, 7:30 a.m.ish, fishing a Nomad deep dive crankbait that dove up to 30 feet. That is a beautiful looking bait.
That's very cool.
On his Avid SX and custom made rod, trolling for yellowtails, but he was catching the calicos.
Very nice.
That's fine with me right there.
Garrett is in the chat. I'll let you finish this one and then we'll go to Garrett's quick update.
Okay. He said he was catching the calicos, but he said the fight for the calicos was not that good because he was fishing for a yellowtail. So he's got his heavy gear out there and just ripped them in. But while he was doing that, guess what? Bam! He got himself his PB calico.
Oh, let's go!
Let's go on the kayak in La Jolla fishing a crankbait. So congratulations for your PB 15-inch calico right there.
That's cool.
Look at that. What's that color mean right there, Roman?
What's what?
That orange color right by its eyeball. That baby's ready to. Let's just say that fish is ready to get down. All right. Well,
that fish is ready to socialize.
That's right. Okay. What's Garrett's question here?
Garrett says, I'll read it. It says, Garrett, where'd it go? Went out behind Catalina yesterday on a 22-foot center console, and we landed 2 bluefin. What?
Wow.
That's awesome.
Dude, that's awesome. What size were they? I'm just curious. Are they in the 60, 25 pound and 55 pound? Oh, dude, that's almost like our outing we had. We had a, 25 and 55, seems like. Mm-hmm. So both on a clear popper. I saw that clear popper. I almost bought it too.
Nice.
Expensive. Do tell us. Okay.
Very cool.
Next up. Okay, so if you guys watched Monday's show, some of us did, some of us did not. Had this guy on as a guest, a telephone call-in, just to talk specifically. So if you want to hear the exact specifics of how to catch a fish like this in La Jolla, watch the replay Monday. This is Caden right here. He gave you the whole lowdown on how to catch a fish like that in La Jolla. So go back, watch Monday if you haven't. It's a great call-in. Thank you, Caden, for doing that. And it's quite a story. And he basically breaks down exactly what to do on that. And he mentions you, Kevin, a bunch of times. Thank you, Kevin. Shout out to you for assisting a Mad Mac out there on the water by holding his fish in your cooler. And Kevin took this picture right here, too. So
nice.
Thank you, Kevin, for helping the gang out there while you're out there.
Was it Kevin out on his kayak? Yeah, right.
Kevin was supposedly out on his boat, from what Caden says.
Oh, that's a nice shot.
If you watched the interview, you would. If you saw the interview, you guys know. Not everybody watch that show. So where was I? Oh yeah, Caden. So he launched from La Jolla around 5:30 a.m. Around 9:30, he was there were 2 yellowtail caught. So he saw 2 yellowtail caught around 9:30. So they were killing it. He went down with a sabiki and actually caught some live squid. Using that, ended up finding the squid 10 minutes later, hooked up. The fight on that fish was about 10 to 15 minutes with a 40-pound line with a pin torque 25 and D230-60 rod. I don't know what that is, but congratulations. That is an awesome fish. This is him taking it home and probably showing it off when he got home. Or he was probably the hero when he walked in with that.
That's awesome, dude. So good.
So good job, Caden. If you want to hear the whole story, watch Monday.
Nice. Very
nice. Okay, here we go. Shout out. So, guess what finally came? We've all been waiting, and she finally came. This is our little angel, our newest member to the MMFC. And this is Soleil Lucia. Soleil Lucia. I hope I got that right, Muto.
Yeah.
But congratulations.
I don't have a sound effect. We'll do a round of applause. Oh, that's so cool.
So she looks like a little angel. Welcome to the MOC. Future Slayer right there, I'm sure. Congratulations,
awesome.
Muto. Next up, I was on Mission Bay, Roman, on my kayak this weekend. I spotted this new gym. I don't know if this thing's for rent or if this is this guy's private boat, but we've got a new little boat cruising around Mission Bay with a carousel on front.
And themed rooms.
Yeah.
It's got a patio upstairs, outdoor patio upstairs.
So just so you guys know, I'm out there watching, seeing what's going on, and just when you think you've seen all these weird boats out there, this thing appeared on me. So whoever owns that, nice job. Looks fishy.
Looks awesome.
Next thing, Spotty Bowl's over, right?
Yes.
It's over. Spotty's mouths can finally rest. So I bought an underwater camera, Roman.
Okay.
Sent it down to see what these Spotties are doing now that Spotty Bowl's over. And here they are. I don't know what's going on underwater at Mission Bay.
They're celebrating the Spotty Bowl's over.
Spotty Bowl's over. So this is what's going on down under the water right now. That is the end of PB shoutouts. So I'm going to exit my screen share here, Roman.
Oh, I got this. I was able to transition before you did it. Carl says, "Don't show off my new boat." He doesn't want people to know yet.
Carl, that boat's awesome.
And
I want the only to bedazzle that thing.
The only thing I would change on that boat is I would change the angle of the Ferris wheel, of the carousel horse. Instead of being sideways, I'd turn it so it's facing forward. So you can be on it. You can be on it, and like the wakes will make it look like it's you can be facing forward.
Yeah, you can be fishing from that too. That's your fishing platform.
It's like, oh, what is that? Oh, it's my fishing chair. It's so funny.
Okay, I have like a weird little thing I was going to read, but I don't think I'm going to read it now. I'm kind of
right. Well, yeah, don't weird us out. We don't want your weirdness. We ended a good note. That was a good note.
All right. Be sure.
Yep.
Okay. All right, guys. I won't read that weirdness. I wrote like a poem about Mission Bay, but I'll save that for another time.
You can do that on Monday.
All right, I'll say that. Yeah,
tune in Monday, guys, for.
It's this long.
Oh my God! Yeah, Monday.
All right. So, guys, you guys that are fishing Spotty Bowl this weekend for your first round of playoffs, good luck. May the fight be with you. May the fish be with you. So sorry about that. But who does that go to? Tight lines. Get out there early. The night before, get your gear all ready. Get everything tied up. Take those old, dried up, all that fluorocarbon leaders, take that off. Replace it with new ones. Trust me, you're going to want to do that. Check your knots. Tie all your knots at home. Get them perfect. Transport everything there nicely. Get to your spot. At night, mentally come up with your game plan. You guys have been doing this for 8 sessions, so this is your 9th time out there. Mentally come to your game plan and be ready to go to plan B just in case. Remember, you're fishing San Diego Bay. It's probably going to be a little windy this weekend, but we're used to that. So get out there, snag some grass, catch some bass, and let's see who advances. We'll find out next week. Later, everybody.
Thanks, Brian, for helping me get the show together, and also Mr. Eric the Judge Lehman for providing all of the information in a timely fashion so that Brian could get it together. Also, thank every single one of you guys that submitted a photo to PB Shoutouts. It's one of my favorite parts of the show. It's just cool watching you guys get out there and seeing what fish you're catching. So it also serves as a good teaching moment for all the rest of us that aren't getting the fish or can't get out. Very cool. So shout out to Leonard, Salty, and Eric for the moderating today. Thanks again for the help, guys. But Salty Rice, what up, Salty Rice? I just saw you. Welcome. I got Arnie. I got Carl. I got San Diego Astro Rods. Fishing Reps. Kevin Nakata in the house. Let's go at Fishing Reps on Instagram. We got Garrett. Thanks for the last minute report. Send us pictures for next week. We'll rehash it. I got it's a Cal. Thanks again, Cal, for tuning in. I know you showed up a little bit late, but I'm glad you made it. 5GL Fishing, welcome back. Captain Dan, drive safe. I'll text you tonight once I go check the mailbox outside after the show. Biker Board, welcome again to the show. I know you're not in California, but we talk fishing, dude. Fishing is fishing, right? It's about getting that hook set. It's about getting that tug on the line. So welcome, come back. And if you want to share some of your fishing experience, send photos for the next PB shout out, which will be happening on Wednesday. Hit that subscribe button before you go, Biker Board, and the little bell so you get notified when we do another show. Our regular shows are on Monday and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard. Wait, Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Mondays at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All right, 8. All right, cool. All right, guys, have a good night. I will see you guys next. I'll see you guys next Wednesday. Friday, I'll see you guys on Monday. Peace. Later. Woo. I'm trying to remember the schedule.
8 p.m. Oh, Eric said something about a code for the playoffs.
Oh, okay. I'll provide the code.